Hello, hello, hello. We're gonna give people a little time to come on in here, and we're gonna show our video.
Wanna get you right now. It's take me no bomb. Heart gon' speak so God splash on my plate. Wanna get you down job.
Okay. Um, it's not Thursday because Atmos usually does a show, and Lord, I should have checked to make sure none of them were on. But hello, everyone. Hot Rod, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? I want everybody to know I done challenged Hot Rod to an old school music battle. I'm gonna see
Oh,
what he
that's
working with.
right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, uh-huh. So he gonna get with Atmos. You know, this not part of they thing they got going on. But since I'm a DJ, I would just wanna show my skills to everybody. Those in the bushes, you can say hi. Please press the like button. Please. Uh-oh. Look at him. There you go. Talking about April, I'm gonna win. I don't think so. Uh-huh. Yeah. So we just wanted to come on here tonight, and Lady Elijah is going to take over and talk about some subjects that she is, hey Larry's minion, that she is familiar with. And the first thing she is going to do is, is explain this Derek Chauvin mess, because I'm pissed. He only got 22 and a half years, and now he is in plea negotiation. And so, Lady Elijah, the floor is yours.
Hey, Hot Rod, I love you too. You know what? My sound went out, April. I'm sorry. I did not hear a thing you just said. What am I explaining? That's the last thing I heard. Lady Alicia's going to explain something.
Yeah, I said, um, this is not my field. You're going to explain, because I was upset that Derek Chauvin only got 22 and a half years, and now then you're going to explain um, that he's in plea negotiations. And so that's your field. That's not my field. So tell him the truth, girl.
Okay. Well, yeah, April was upset about the 22 and a half years. And I said, April, it's 7 years over the maximum. Because you have to understand he was only charged on one charge, because that's the way they do it in the state that he's in. He had three charges. He was guilty of three charges. I'm sorry, not only charged, he was only sentenced on one, which I believe was the second degree manslaughter charge, because that was the most severe charge. Now, that carries 10 to 15 years. The judge went over that. He went over the sentencing guidelines of the 10 to 15 and gave him 22 and a half years. Okay. So even though he could have really went there and, gave him the maximum, and I hate to say this, and I don't want you guys to take it the wrong way, but legally, there really was no standard for that. He split the baby. He gave him 22 and a half years. It wasn't 40 years, but it's the most any officer has ever gotten for killing a black man or anybody for that matter, you know? Um, of course, we would have all been ecstatic with the 40 years. I wasn't expecting that. Um, they could have possibly very well appealed a 40-year sentence and won, you know? So, 22 and a half years, it's something. It's a hell of a lot more than we've ever seen before. Uh, the judge didn't slap us in the face and sentence him to 10 years or 12 years or even 15. And he said in his summation, I hear you. You know, he said that. I hear you. And, you know, his sentence reflected that. Now, in the trial, if anybody watched, Chauvin gave this somewhat cryptic message to the Floyd family when he gave his condolences. I want to offer my condolences to the Floyd family. You know, I mean, it's kind of what you do if you want to show that you're a decent person and not admit guilt. You know, you offer your condolences. You don't apologize for their death because you're refusing guilt at this point. But in that condolence speech, he told the Floyd family that he couldn't say very much, that he was in some legal things, and that other things would be coming out, and he hoped they would get some peace. And so what he was actually referring to was the plea deal, the plea negotiations that he's into with the federal government. Because on top of the manslaughter charges, he was also charged with violating George Floyd's human rights. So what he's doing is he's entered into plea negotiations with the federal government for violating George Floyd's rights because if found guilty on that charge, that's a federal charge. The manslaughter charge, him being charged with Floyd's death, those are state charges. But the violation of Floyd's civil rights, those are federal charges, and they carry a really hefty sentence of like 20 to 25 years. Okay? So he is in plea negotiations with the federal government to plead guilty to those charges, maybe give the Floyd family some closure into answering some of their questions as to why, he did what he did, what was going through his mind while he was sitting there with his knee on, their family member's neck for 9.5 goddamn minutes. I personally, if I were a family member, I wouldn't give a damn what he had to say. Because whatever he says is going to be a lie. I would rather fight for him to, I would rather fight for him to take his sentence from the federal government and have it being run consecutive. But apparently, and I don't know this for a fact, it appears that the Floyd family, has agreed to his sentences being run concurrently. And what that means is that if they give him 20 years on the civil rights violation, he serves those 20 years at the same time that he serves the 22 and a half years. Okay? If they run them consecutively, then he serves them separately. He will serve the 22 and a half years, and when that sentence is up, he will begin to serve the second sentence. And this is why he's in plea negotiations. He doesn't want to do that. He wants to serve it all at one time. He's going to plead guilty if they, they're in negotiations. He's hoping they can come to, an actual agreement. If he comes to an agreement with the federal government, then they're going to say, well, okay, we're going to give you X amount of years and, you can serve them at the same time. I personally don't like that because I feel as if, he gets away with something. You're not serving any more damn time. I would rather he serve the damn time. Keep him in jail for life. Because George Floyd doesn't have a life.
You got a Galaxy S9?
Who are you talking to?
Is that your TV, the Samsung?
April. 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 Okay, I
Yes,
guess.
I'm sorry. Did you hear me?
Yes, we heard you.
Okay, I'm sorry. We were trying to see how we could put the show on the TV. I'm sorry. Let
Okay,
me mute the mic. Sorry, y'all.
thanks. I'm gonna go to the chat and see if there are any questions. Oh Lord, y'all on your own thing. Uh oh, how about I say he gonna win that battle, baby? Ooh, shots fired. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of pissed about that. Hey Karen, hey True Strong. Okay, where's everybody? Hey Tune. I'm not seeing people. Okay. So yeah, I wanted to kind of come on and explain that because I know people are going to be hearing it in the news and like, what do you mean? He's in plea negotiation. He was just found guilty. There is that civil rights violation case, and he definitely doesn't want to go to trial on that. So he's saying, hey, I'm going to plead guilty. What y'all going to do for me? I don't like it a bit, but hey, if the family doesn't have a problem with it, who the hell are we? You know, I'm just saying. Another thing, I was going through Pacer when I couldn't sleep at 2 a.m. this morning, and I'm looking through Richard Arline's thing. I'm looking through his paperwork, and what I found interesting was that he was scheduled to be sentenced on June the 9th. What happened to that? There's nothing in Pacer saying it was rescheduled or postponed. He was scheduled to be sentenced. They said his sentencing would be June the 9th. But yet he was in Jamaica just a couple of days ago. Hey, Danny. I would really love to be a fly on the wall in Richard Arline's case. Hello, Robert Keller. It's going to be interesting to see what happens to the other officers. You better know it. It's going to be very interesting because, especially the officer that assisted Chauvin in holding, in restraining George Floyd. That's going to be interesting. I don't think the other officers will. Excuse me, y'all. She yawning. Y'all know I'm old. It's about my bedtime. I've been up all night. Um, I think the other officers may not make out so bad, but you can't really tell, because of the climate of our society. Everybody wants justice. Everybody wants accountability. So you just, as I said earlier, when society's temperature changes, as does the justice system. So you just don't know, what's going to happen. Hey, I am Queen. But yeah, I'm in Richard Arline's case, and I'm reading some things. I actually ran across something that I hadn't heard before. Uh, and one of the agents, when explaining the details of the wiretaps and what was on them, one of the agents mentioned another tape of a Jane Doe. And I'm like, oh, wait, I don't remember this. So I found that very interesting because this wasn't a tape of Roshana Landfair. And I said, okay, that's interesting. So that's yet another mandatory 10-year, sentence if found guilty on that tape. I just found it very interesting that he was scheduled to be sentenced on June the 9th, and here it is almost July. He's pled guilty. He hasn't been sentenced. And I didn't see anything in Payson where they said that they rescheduled the sentencing or the sentencing had been postponed or anything like that. So, yeah, Richard Arline's case is very interesting because that means he got some shit, y'all. They're letting this man travel all out the country. Like, who the hell does that in a federal case? He's been, he was in Florida in February. Um, he was somewhere else in April. He was in Vegas. Now he just came back from Jamaica. Like, really? Yeah, that tells a very tall tale, guys. Because it's really hard to be in a federal case, to have pled guilty in a federal case. You're convicted. You're convicted. And they let you go out the damn country. Telltale sign. And then, of course, it's all the chatter on YouTube. Like, oh my goodness. I just don't even know where to go with it. There's you got the flower lady, whoever the fuck she is, calling for people to um go on all of Az's social medias and call her a federal informant and a snitch. And now she's posted another video telling people to find out the laws in Florida of going to a concert, because I'm sure that Angelo and Alice broke the law by taking a minor to a concert. Like, this is your allegation. If this is what you're accusing them of, why the fuck can't you find the law? Why are you, should look, search, do your research, find out. Like, how stupid are these people? She was like, and when you find out, that's what we need. What do you need it for? These people are so dumb, they don't see a smoke screen and a distraction. And she's like, there has to be a law. You can't tell me that they allow a 17-year-old to go to an R. Kelly concert. Why the hell not?
Okay, I'm back. I restarted the phone and the volume is low. I guess it's just time for me to get a new phone.
Oh, wow.
Um, hey Angie, hey to everybody in the chat. So what are we talking about now?
Well, I was just talking about, the distractions on YouTube for the R. Kelly supporters, because, you know, uh, they've got them searching for laws in Florida on goddamn concerts and the legal age limit of what you can be to go to an R. Kelly concert. And We're pretty sure that they broke the law by taking her. Like, what fucking world do you people live in? Like,
Oh my
seriously.
God. Oh my
Are
God.
you all just fucking idiots?
I hope they
Are
don't
you
do that. Oh
mentally
my God.
ill? Are you all just fucking idiots? Because first off, I don't know what the laws are in Florida. I live in Illinois. I don't know anything about the laws in Florida unless they're federal, because they don't change. However, most
Hey,
venues
Sharice.
set whatever limitations there are for, the events that they're hosting. Most states do have ordinances regarding, age requirements. In most states, I don't know
Hey,
that Florida
Melissa.
is one of those states, but in most states, minors can go to concerts if accompanied by a parent. In most states.
Oh wow.
Again, I don't know if Florida is one of those states. And for states who don't have an ordinance regarding age limits and concerts, then that restriction is set by the venue. So the venue can say you must be 18 or older, no exceptions, or the venue can say you must be 18 or older unless accompanied by an adult. So
It's funny.
all of
They
this,
would listen to the alleged so-called YouTube people,
a
but
bitch that don't
they
even
don't
show
want to
her face.
listen
You don't even
to.
know if this is who they say they are because you've never even fucking seen her. How do you people know who this is? Like, seriously. And why are you listening to her? Even if, for the sake of argument, let's say that all of this blubbering bullshit is true. And that for some reason, Angelo and Alice did something taboo by taking their own fucking daughter to a concert. Like, do you really know how stupid that sounds? Apparently you don't, because you're running with that. Even if there were some type of restriction on the age limit, it ain't a fucking crime. So what is it that R. Kelly is going to gain by you all finding out that Angelo and Alice, you know, took their daughter to a concert she shouldn't have been at? What what does that have to do with anything? Like, what does that have to do with anything? You people are so fucking stupid. You fall for the goddamn okey doke all the time. This bitch got you running around over here while they doing shit over there. Like, wake the fuck up.
Mm. Okay, I'm
Stupidity
gonna have
just really
to.
angers me.
Yeah, I'm
Because
gonna
you
have to
don't
go
have
back
to
and
be stupid.
listen. Yeah.
You're gonna have to go back and listen to what?
Um, you're saying somebody posted a video about this, and so I'm gonna have to go. Well, if it's promoting, attacking, or trying to demean any of the alleged victims, I'm not going to watch it because that's not good at this point. So
Well, according to her, and this is what really gets it, according to her, it's not, and it's not harassing or intimidating a witness. It's not. We're reporting the
well, I
news.
ain't gonna find out. Trust
Wait a
and
minute.
believe that.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Okay.
She tells them to go on all of Azriel's social media and call her a federal informant and a snitch. And she shows an article, and I think I mentioned this yesterday. She shows an article, a newspaper article, where they say that a potential, no, yeah, no, they said an alleged victim. That's the wording they use. They said an alleged victim cooperated in a sting. She used those words and she said, it says right here she's a federal informant. Well, that's not what the fuck it says. It says she cooperated in a sting. Doesn't say she's a federal informant, even though it may be indicated, it's not what it says. So no, that does not give you the right to go around harassing her on her social media pages, calling her a federal informant. She says, well, it says it's right there, and we can legally do that because our First Amendment rights, and we're just reporting the news. You're not a fucking news reporter. You're not a goddamn journalist. You don't have the fucking protections that journalists have. You know, I'm so fucking sick of them going after, well, now it's just Azriel, and it's been Azriel ever since she left. What is it that you are going to gain by that? What does Robert benefit? Not a damn thing.
Well,
Not a damn thing.
I don't know, and trust and believe. I ain't gonna find out.
Angie, wait a minute. Let me read Angie comment. The case knowledge is going backwards. Concert age isn't important. I got to watch her video. Right. Like, what difference does it make? How old she was. She was there with her damn parents.
Okay.
And you're right. The age has, what does that have to do with anything? We know what age she was when Robert fucked her. That's what matters. We know that.
Well, I don't know nothing. I mean, I didn't I don't know that part. So
well,
I don't know that part. So
it's been reported. It's in the documents. It has been attested to by Azriel herself. So, you know, if you choose not to know that part, that's fine. I get it.
Yeah.
I get
but
that.
I will, you know, go through the paperwork tomorrow. And
but you know, she said that, you know, I mean,
hello, Michelle.
We're looking
Cherie,
at pictures of her in her fucking school uniform sitting on his goddamn lap.
This is the link if anybody wants to come in on the show. Okay. And so
she definitely wasn't 18.
Yeah. Okay, you know? So from what you're saying with this is
Robert Kelly, if anything, it will give him another charge. And you see, you're right. And that's the part that I hate about it. Because I want so badly to give all this shit to the feds. Because they really need to stop. I mean, they really need to stop. What is it you have not done in 2 fucking years that you think you're going to do in 5.5 weeks? His trial is scheduled for August 11th. It's damn near July. Matter of fact, what is it that you think you're going to accomplish in 5.5 weeks that you haven't been able to accomplish in 2 damn years?
Michelle, read Michelle's post.
Michelle, girl, back. Yeah, okay.
Michelle,
did anyone see Sylvia's video 2 days ago? She has been in direct contact with R. Kelly by text. She showed the proof on the line. No, I didn't see it. I heard about it and I heard it was bullshit.
Um, I don't go to that channel, and can I ask you, out of respect for me, to please never mention that lady's name in my videos, please and thanks. And if you don't think that you can do that, it'll be okay if you don't ever come back. But um, due to personal reasons, please, you know, I'm asking you, yeah, please.
Robert Keller ass must really pose a threat. You know what's so funny about that is that they they focus on her, they attack her, they act as if Robert ass wasn't locked up before she left. He was already on charges in jail. You know, it is just the most insane shit.
Um,
Michelle says, yes, ma'am, she will not ever again. She respects you very much.
and I really appreciate that Michelle. I really do. Yeah. Thank you so much.
And you
I
know
keep
that's what they don't seem to understand. That all of this, you know, you're targeting, you're targeting a victim in the case. You're targeting her. You're literally sitting here on a fucking live saying her name, directing people to harass her. And you think you're within your legal right of freedom of speech? Get the fuck out of here. Dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. But you know, dumb people, they listen to that shit and you know, they believe it. You know, she's talking about, oh, they did something illegal. Find that, find it. You know, contact this person, contact that person. Do your research, find out. Because if they did something illegal, that's what we need. First of all, who the fuck is we? Send it to Nicole. Send it to Tom. Really? Anybody heard from Nicole lately? Mm. Anybody? You know, do we even know? Because they rescheduled the Curcio hearing, so we have no idea what the hell is going on with Nicole and Tom, or especially Nicole, because she was the subject of the interrogation in court. We don't know what's going on with Nicole in terms of his case. We don't know what's going on with Nicole in terms of, you know, the information that Richard Arline, that's in, you know, the Richard Arline indictment. Michelle Jordan says, I don't understand why it's illegal for a minor to attend a concert with parental guidance. The parents were with her. Exactly, Michelle. Exactly. That's the point. But they're so damn dumb, you know. They fall for it, I guess, because she sounds pretty. I don't fucking know. Sounds like a damn idiot to me. Whenever you have to continually, you know, say that you're intelligent, you're really not. I'm just saying. She knows everybody. She knows everything. She's smarter than
hey and
everybody.
bingo.
You know. Well, she's surely smarter than their ass. Because I'll be damned if I listen to anybody I've never seen before not telling me what the hell to do. You know, I thought the other day, uh, somebody said, oh, you know, look at this old interview Sharon Winbush did with some television station. I go to look at the interview. They interviewing her ass over the phone. I'm like, okay, okay. Indigo, I don't know what his contents are rated, and it really doesn't matter because even, you know, you can take your child to an R-rated movie if you accompany them.
Oh, wifey says it was a funk festival concert, not a R. Kelly concert. You know, I took my
Right. And
son,
there was
I
someone,
took
there
my
was,
son and his friends to all kind of concerts coming up.
listen,
Because we had it like that. So
listen,
I
there was
mean,
nobody in the world more sexual than Prince in a concert.
girl, tell it, honey. Well, I
Nobody
don't
in the
know.
world.
No, 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 no. They both was good in concert. I, I, I would say that would be a tie.
Nobody in the world was more sexual than Prince in a concert. He
R.
masturbated
Kelly
with his
was on
guitar.
the same. He was just as good as Prince.
No,
They both.
no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Never. Cut it out. R. Kelly was nasty in concert. Prince was nasty too. Don't get me wrong. That was my little nasty baby. He was nasty too. But it was a show. You know, you didn't feel on Prince. You weren't grinding on Prince. Prince put on a show. Prince had a guitar that squirted water. Hint, hint. He masturbated the guitar. Prince was nasty as hell in concert. You know what I'm saying? He really was.
They both
Especially
were nasty.
now, there's a difference. R. Kelly was vulgar. There's a difference. Especially for the time that Prince came up in, nobody was nastier than Prince. And you had 12 and 13-year-olds in his damn concerts while he's standing up there telling you, anybody want some dick tonight?
What are y'all doing?
Hey, let me tell you, they both, they both
So
should
for
make a woman. They both would make a woman's panties wet.
What's going on?
In the story.
okay, I ain't going there. Um there was
Uh,
someone in a chat saying that they lived there, they were at the festival, and that it was for 18 and over. It was at a goddamn some type of park, to my understanding. But again, it was a music festival. It wasn't his private show. He was just maybe the headliner on the lineup. It's just like saying you can't take a goddamn kid to Lollapalooza. You know what I'm saying? Or what's the
mhm.
other one that they have here in Chicago? Where they have all
Girl,
the
let me
food
tell
and
you
stuff.
something.
It was at a
At them,
goddamn park.
yeah.
So I don't see any law that would prevent a parent from taking their child.
Michelle, I don't. It's not illegal for a minor to attend a concert with their
Absolutely not.
parents.
You could go online and they tell you how to keep your teens and tweens
Stacy,
safe at a
Indigo,
concert.
Michelle,
It
Danny.
just really depends on, again, the state and the venue and the circumstances. There are some concerts that say 18 and over. But again, in those concerts that are for 18 years and over, you can bring your 15-year-old if you're their parent. You have movies that are rated R, but someone under 18 can go and see that movie if they're with someone over 18.
I remember when I took my son and his friends to a concert because he loved him some Master P. Oh my God. And then Snoop came out.
I
Half
love
of the
me some
crowd,
Snoop,
honey, they was high.
baby.
I mean, then, I'm like, I'm fanning and waving like, oh my God, the kid's gonna get a contact. I'm trying to wave the smoke. Then I just said, fuck this shit.
Fuck
They
it.
get a
Let them have
contact,
fun. Exactly.
they get a contact because that's what they do. They smoke weed. And I knew this, and I was just like, God damn it, y'all just doing too much now. Then
Listen.
after I was fanning a little bit, I said, you know what? Y'all getting ready to experience y'all first contact tonight. Cause there's nothing I can do. So
Right.
it it was what it was. I'm not getting ready to go blame Master P or Snoop, um, do or die, or crucial conflict to open
Oh
for them
Lord, my
at
son
the
loves him some crucial
amphitheater.
conflict. Oh
And
my
so,
God.
yeah, and so I'm not going to go say that they responsible for my son smoking weed. Get the fuck out of here. Boy, these people, I tell you. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, it's really crazy because, I would rather accompany my child than to send them unattended.
Yeah.
I think I've said this before. My middle daughter, who baby, she was something
Hi,
else.
Blue Sky. Um,
But in high
Michelle. Hello
school,
to anybody that we're missing. We're putting all of your comments up there.
let me get out of the
In there.
comments so I can see them and read them. In high
Okay,
school,
read
my
the people.
daughter had a classmate who was a stripper, a male stripper. And she wanted to go to all of his shows to support him because that was her friend. And I'm like, girl, you are 15. You ain't going to no damn strip club. And how they even letting this baby strip in the strip club?
Wow.
But he did. And Chrissy was going to sneak out and go. So my son came to me. He said, "Ma, Chrissy and her friends, they're planning to sneak out when you go to sleep. They're going to go to the strip club. They're going to watch him strip." I said, okay. So I pretended to go to bed. But what I actually did was got dressed for the strip club. I pretended to go to bed. And I'm lying in here with everything off. I mean, you can hear rat piss on cotton. And I'm listening for her to try to tip out. And she does. And I break out of my room. And she was just standing there shocked. She looked like a goddamn deer stuck in headlights. And she said, "Ah, you coming in or you going out?" I said, "Oh, I'm going out with you to the strip club." And she was like, "Oh, mommy, that would be so awkward. But you going, right? So I'm going with you. We're going to get us some dollar bills. We're going to support your little friend in his stripping since you're going any damn way." I mean, what am I going to do? I'm not staying woke so her ass can stay in the house. I'm not watching you all goddamn night. I got to work in the morning. We going to the strip club and this how it's going down. And my ex-husband was so pissed at me. He's like, "You took her to—" I said, "Let me tell you something. This ain't her first goddamn time in the strip club. It was just her first time with me." So yes, I accompanied my child to all the damn strip clubs till she was old enough to go her damn self. They let them in
Exactly.
any
Because,
damn way.
yeah. And
So I'm
because we
going,
know
I'm
what
gonna know
kids
what
gonna
you're
do.
doing. I'm gonna know who you're doing it with. I'm in this bitch.
And see, it's so unfortunate, back in our day when we was coming up, we had house parties. You charged people 50 cents. Um, you had strangers in your house. Everybody
Absolutely.
had fun. The parents was upstairs counting the money, you know, um, cause they selling hot dogs, hamburgers, and pop. It was
Absolutely.
it was such a different time that we grew up in, where we had so much fun,
You go to a
so
house
much
party
fun.
now, half the goddamn people end up dead,
Girl, I ain't
shot up
going
and
to a
shit.
house party now. Shit, I ain't. Girl, I can't run fast enough for duck. Them
Keep the
bullets don't
truth
have no
said.
names on.
Another thing, why would R. Kelly be in contact with a YouTube blogger who interviewed a former employee that testified against him in 2008? You know what?
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't care.
Yeah,
We don't
I
care.
don't care. And like I said, um, please never mention that lady's name over here.
She didn't mention her name. She was
Yeah,
just
and
asking questions
yeah,
about
because
her
yeah,
content.
yeah, um, because you know they all they're full of shit, and I don't want to get on no rant and start talking about this go get along, scheming, conniving, stealing YouTube gang, because that's what I call them. The go get along, YouTube scheming, scamming, deceiving gang.
Damn. She just add on shit, don't she? First they was the go get along gang. Now they become Steven, conniving, deceitful, all type of shit. Ooh, you gotta love my girl though. Robert Keller says she's a hell of a nutritionist. You know what, guys? That just reminded me of something. Where the hell is Trent? Because I don't know. Something happened with her and Trent. I don't know because I don't really watch her videos. Someone sends them to me and say, check this out. Can they do this? Things like that. That's how I watch them. I don't follow her. But somebody, I saw this video this morning, I think it was, and then she posted another one shortly after that. But I guess a while ago, a few weeks or so, I have no conception of time, guys. It could have been last week. It just feel like 5 weeks ago to me. I don't know. But Trent did a video addressing her because I'm assuming, and I don't know this because again, I didn't see her video, but just from Trent's content, I guess she was telling people that Trent was going to jail. And Trent did this video addressing her. And he said, if anybody's going to jail, it's you. You going to jail for, what did he say? Identity theft. And I said, well, wait, what? He said, if anybody's going to jail, you're going to jail for identity theft. And I thought, oh, that was interesting. So, I really wanted to ask Trent about that because, I think so too.
Uh, I'm gonna have to go back and watch
Keith
that
says, no
because I
need to
really,
go any more
I
rest.
really
Sometimes you
like.
have to chuckle
Yeah,
and giggle. Girl, we do
yeah,
laugh at these damn fools.
yeah. And I
We've been
like
laughing
Trent.
at their
And
ass
I have
all day today.
much respect for Trent. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to
Girl,
that
you gotta
video.
listen to it. I watched that
Yeah,
video. And I'm like, what the
hmm
hell somebody done did to Trent? You know?
yeah.
And I watched the video and he was like, stop going around telling people I'm going to jail. If anybody going to jail, you going to jail for, no, he said identity fraud. That's what he said. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Robert, that is a hell of a nutritionist. That motherfucker be everywhere, don't you? I was at the studio and I was there and I was here and I was da da da. You were his nutritionist for a damn year from
Oh, yeah.
97 to
Oh,
98.
Jennifer.
But you
Yeah,
know his
let me get
whole goddamn
Jennifer.
life, all
Yeah,
his
wait a
goddamn
minute.
friends, even the ones who weren't there in 97 and 98, you know, all that. His
Yeah,
personal
hey
business, all
Jennifer.
about his marriage, all his friends, every goddamn thing.
I need to say something. Hey
I'm sorry.
Jennifer, Jennifer. She did mention her name, but we did get it straightened out. Thanks for being being on it. But we did straighten it out. I asked her, you know, not to mention them dirty, scheming, thieving, conniving, go, get
Hey,
along game on
TY,
YouTube because, you
Indigo.
know, yeah, uh-huh.
Oh, Keith, we've been laughing about them all day today because you have to. You have to laugh at some of this shit, because if you don't laugh at a lot of it, your ass will be crying because it's just so sad
Uh-huh.
that people are filled with such evilness and hate and stupidity.
Okay. Everybody in here. Okay. Oh,
Basically, they just confirmed that Azrael was not his assistant, like they tried to claim way back. These supporters are the absolute one. They are. They are just like,
no,
I don't
don't
know.
say that. Not all supporters are like that.
She didn't say all of them.
Yeah.
But, listen, here's the thing. You know the ones that we're talking about. If you're not the moron ass supporter, then, disregard. It ain't meant for you. Shit. You know, don't raise your motherfucking hand. Indigo says, I don't know what difference it makes, regardless why or how she was there. An adult should not have relation exactly with a minor. Promise music career or not, trying to have a music career or not. Exactly.
Don't go out there.
And it doesn't make a difference. And that's why I don't understand why everyone is jumping on this damn bandwagon. Like, what the hell is it gonna do? You know, what is it gonna do? They act like they're gonna cart Alice and Angelo off to jail because they took their daughter to a goddamn concert. It is just the most insane shit ever. Junior, that's what we need. Why? What are you needed for? Who the fuck is we? Send it to Nicole. Email her. Send it to Nicole. Send it to Tom. Like shit, Nicole
Oh,
got enough goddamn trouble.
where did Angelo make a post stating that? See, I don't be following this shit. I'm just
Wait a minute.
so
Angelo made a post
Angie
stating
channel.
what?
If they don't get to talking about porn, I'll leave. Today I went and checked out another lady's channel, but damn, I'm lost. She
Wait a
said,
minute. Who said what?
read what's in the
You see, Angelo made a post stating Sharon is dead. No, I didn't see that. I wish somebody would have sent that shit. First of all, who the hell spells Sharon with two R's? I just want to, ain't that Sharon? Who the hell spells Sharon with two? Who do you know named Sharon? And it's spelled with two damn R's. That was my first clue.
yeah,
That
because
that was my
um
first clue.
yeah. Well, I don't know the lady. I've never seen her. I was
Not nobody's ever seen her.
yeah. And we did some good things together. So I ain't gonna, you know, uh, blast the woman. But now, what was it last year? They did have that rumor going around that she's dead. And
Well, it was
I don't
long
I'm
before
not
last
trying to
year.
claim death.
It
Yeah,
was
I ain't
long
trying to
before.
claim death
It
on
was long
nobody. Yeah.
before last year. It was in the very beginning because see, you weren't on Twitter.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See,
Okay.
I'm just lost. I like I tell everybody, you know, it was a lot of people
Hey,
that
rocking
didn't
with the truth. Hey, Sharice.
that wasn't, you know,
Hello to everybody in the
for him.
chat. I
And so, when I got on YouTube, that's when I thought, oh my God, hey, I'm with some supporters. Well, that didn't work out. But
okay.
anyway, uh, um,
Valencia Wilson says, "Hey, Valencia." He commented on her video about Az and the whole mob situation on her channel. Okay.
oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I didn't see any of
yeah,
that. And I
yeah,
don't know, I just can't. I think I went to Diva Divine's channel. She was celebrating her husband's birthday.
hmm,
Um, I think she's fair
yeah.
so
I was
far
with
from what I
I was on
from what I've
also
seen.
Hot Rod. I checked out Hot Rod today.
I
You
gotta
know,
check out Hot Rod. I didn't
yeah,
check out Hot Rod today.
and
I
Hot
have
Rod
to do that.
did.
I definitely have to
He
do
was
that.
saying, yeah, he was saying, and I do want to say that, you know, that day that I did,
Thanks for coming by, Hot Rod. Love you
yeah,
too.
I did that video um on Nicole. I was very mad and upset um that day, because like Hot Rod was saying, you know, an addiction is a disease, and you know, I was wrong for calling her those names, but I was just mad and upset because it would bring more negative attention to Rob. And so, you know, and if
Sometimes
I'm wrong about something, and
we
and
react
and and
first and think later.
yeah, and if I'm wrong about something, as you can see, I am a woman, and I was wrong to call her all of those names because I was actually glad that he had a woman power, you know.
Well, it's
And it
always
looks better
better,
for a
yes,
woman to, if
attack
they
a
on the stand,
female witness.
yeah,
It
attack
does.
another
It
female. It
does.
would look better. So I was so happy that she had joined the case and women power. And so to hear all of that stuff, I was just very upset. And that was wrong of me to be calling her those names. I was wrong.
Keep the Truth says, wait a minute. Robert told them directly about the tapes. I cannot believe. Exactly. Exactly. She's sitting there, it's just so crazy. You're claiming his innocence. Everybody's a goddamn liar, but yet you say, you know,
Yeah, Michelle.
somebody took the tape
And
from Rob. Well, damn. But he innocent. He didn't do any of these. Well, I didn't do none of this stuff. The fuck?
again, you know, that's what the
I just
government is
can't.
saying. And on papers, we still
No,
got
we
to go
we
to
talking
trial.
about we talking about her. We talking about her. What she's saying. We ain't talking about the government right now. We're talking
Oh,
about what she said in her video that Robert had to take. Yeah, I don't remember exactly how that went. And somebody took it or something. Yeah, she said that. I remember that. I watched some of that.
like I say, I don't know. Um,
Robert trying to get to the corner again.
Okay. Read Michelle Jordan's statement.
Let me get out of the comments so I can do that. Michelle says, I don't think I could have written a fiction. Girl, you ain't never lied. I don't think I could have written a fiction novel and it turned out like this. You ladies are correct with the title you selected. It feels like a live soap opera. It really does.
It
It is
is.
just,
It is.
it is twists and turns and new characters and they drop out and here come they replaced and it is just the craziest shit. You cannot
Honey,
make
this
this
is
up.
better than cable. Hell, I've been missing General Hospital. I said, I got a real live soap opera going on right now.
Mm-mm.
And you know, the weird thing of this all is Lady Alicia, she said,
Wait a
girl,
minute. Let me go back.
that I'm gonna tell you, watch when it get closer to his trial. She said, you get ready to see all kind of shit happen.
I told you.
I'm
That's
like,
always
what
how it
you mean?
is.
She said, wait till it get close to the trial. You're gonna see all kind of stuff happens. So
Absolutely.
now you know, uh, and I am so thankful that he has a new lawyer on his team. Thank you, God, for that.
Mm-mm.
Thank
Stop,
you.
stop thinking, girl. Stop
But
thinking. Cause Mr.
I was
Brown,
touched. But check
Mr.
this out.
Brown, he look like Mr. Brown.
And
You all know
and
who Mr. Brown
then
is
they
from one
come
of
up
Tyler Perry's productions. He look like Mr. Brown. That's his name. His name is
anyway.
Mr. Brown.
Anyway, let me talk. Thank you for sending him a new lawyer. But
Be
then,
careful what you wish for.
then
Just might
here
get it.
comes this stuff about Nicole. And I'm like, damn, you did say the closer it got to the trial, shit was gonna be happening. Lord knows I never expected that. Hello to everybody in the chat. You
Hey,
know,
rocking with
we
the
glad
truth.
to we glad
Oh,
to
I
have
had a really
everybody
good day.
in this. Yes, it's yeah. What door did you go out of? And where you at? Who you talking to? Oh, oh yeah. I'm
I'm still
sorry,
trying
y'all.
to process another supporter trying to tell this story of Lisa Van Allen and her husband breaking into his mansion and making a sex tape to appear that it was him. Girl, girl, stop. Girl, look, I know a friend of his who really believe that. That's not him in the tape. It's whatever the Pryor, Damon Pryor. I'm like, oh God,
Well, you know,
I might be there for
but
you
they
when it's
did
over
make
because you
tapes.
said.
But they did make tapes. So that's why you have to understand why some people
Mm-mm.
think that because they did make tapes. Come on now, they did make the tapes.
What tapes did they make, girl? They made sex tapes?
Yeah, remember he
Mm-mm.
even said it. The guy
Uh-uh.
said it.
I don't remember any. See, this is what you have to understand. I followed the case. I followed a lot of their social media accounts on Twitter. I I didn't get off into all the extracurricular bullshit.
Yeah. Well, you know,
I followed Larry on Instagram because his account was flagged because it was named pedophile assistant. I'm like, what? You know. And for a while, they thought that he was talking in code, and they're trying to figure out this code dude is talking in because he assisting pedophiles. And it was a while before they figured out he's not assisting pedophiles. It's just a fucking name. But anywho, I still don't. You know, y'all know I love me some Larry. Y'all know I love me some Larry. Ocov forever. I watched Larry's channel. I followed Larry. I never followed anybody else on YouTube.
Well, I did.
But,
I
you
was
know,
following all of them,
when
and
he would ask people to support like Atlas and things like that, I'd hop over there for some support. But this is all, I cannot follow these people. I cannot.
yeah,
I just can't. It's too goddamn consuming. Like, who the fuck has time for all of this? I'm retired. I don't have time for all this shit.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm hooked
Robert
now.
Keller says, wait. Robert Keller says Damon Pryor was locked up until 2001, and that can be verified. Lord have mercy, Jesus. I
Yeah,
can't.
but um, they did make some tapes. Yeah,
Mm, mm, mm.
and she said that. Um, I think on that documentary that her and him had made some tapes as well.
I didn't watch the documentary. I didn't
So
watch that.
that's why people, say, hey, you know, you got other people out here trying trying to make tapes, well, made tapes, you
Keep
know.
it is the Twilight Zone. And I used to say that all the time. Then April was like, am I in the damn Twilight Zone? I used to say that all the time. I've never seen anything like this. And I done seen some shit when it comes to sex trafficking and case. I done seen some shit. I've never seen anything like this. This has got to be, look, this is the most ghetto ass case of the century.
Yeah. And I'm glad I got a Pacer account because I be checking it 3 times a day. Because I said, well, one thing for sure, Lady Alicia was right. She said the closer it gets to trial,
Girl.
more
And
stuff
listen,
will come out. So I'm
whenever
checking
they
Pacer
reschedule,
3 times a day.
whenever they reschedule that Curcio hearing, because I know um keep the truth say ghetto ain't even the right girl. That's the best I can come up with. It's ghetto as hell. It's just ghetto as hell. What
Gina,
what what did they used to say back in the day? Ghetto fabulous. It don't get no more fucking ghetto fabulous than that. Like, it's ghetto as hell. Like, damn, y'all couldn't even let the man have no fucking decency, or pretend like you know he had a little. What's the word that I'm looking for? What's the word that I'm looking? A little class? Hell no, y'all went straight ghetto in the dough. They went straight ghetto day one. It is like this shit. You cannot make this shit up. You really cannot. Yeah, the stories can go for years. Damn days, Keith. The stories can go for years. I just, girl, the conspiracy theories, the lies. There is still this chick on Twitter swearing that Judge Donnelly's daughter was a producer in the goddamn documentary. I'm like, Lord, can we get these people some mental help, please? It's like, how detached these people are, detached from reality. That is so scary to me. That you make up an alternate reality and you fucking live there. And you get mad at people in the real damn world. Like, that is some scary shit. Keith says this has been dark and entertaining at the same time. Absolutely. I was just telling April before we did the show because there's something in the news about a sexual abuser at some I don't know, at a college, I think. And I'm like, you know what? Can we just please not do a sexual abuse story because it's like this case, it's already so fucking dark for me. I just can't. I really just can't. I try to keep the evil at a fucking minimum. And in this case, it's just fucking rampant. Woman allegedly shot 4 times by her ex-husband. I wish my ex-husband would, any of them. I started getting loud at the screen, scared my dogs. I had to stop. I didn't find rationale in one thing. Bail was house arrest during COVID. Girl, look. And see, that's the thing. People hear stuff, and I guess it sounds logical to them, and it doesn't sound logical to me. And that's the first thing that I do when I hear something like, okay, how logical is this? Like they were saying, they were on lockdown. You didn't see the stories. People said their family members were calling them saying they were on lockdown. Well, when you're on lockdown, you don't get no goddamn phone calls. So how did that happen? When you're on lockdown, you are locked in your cell. They bring you your meal. You don't get a phone call. So how are all these people calling their family members on lockdown? Like, make it make sense to me. And people get mad because they say I'm so quick to denounce, but like, you know, I have this damn thing in my head that says, when anybody says anything to me, it's like a goddamn logic detector. Like, no. Keith says, I think that was where the frustration came from, the moronic behavior coming from certain individuals. Yes, it is frustrating. Oh, Indigo, that kills me most of all. His due process rights are violated. They don't even know what the hell due process means. His due process rights. And then his constitutional rights are violated. Name one. I've been asking them this for damn near 3 years. Name the constitutional right that has been violated. Name it. I have yet 2.5 years now to have anyone name one fucking constitutional right of his that's been violated. You say that, but which one? Well, he doesn't have a bond. He ain't got no goddamn constitutional rights, no bond. Nobody in the United States of America has an absolute right to a bond. Nobody. And because I love the law, it frustrates me to no end to hear all of these um, misconceptions about the law. It bothers the hell out of me because I feel as if you're going to make a statement regarding the law, at least know it. At least know what the hell you're talking about. Don't just repeat shit because it sounds good to you. Because to others, you may sound like a damn idiot. April, are you still with us, hon? I think
Yes,
April.
I'm still
Oh,
here.
okay, great. I thought you had checked out on us. I thought you had
Uh-uh,
checked out
no.
on us.
I'm in full effect tonight now.
Y'all heard her. She in
Hmm.
full effect. And with this Curcio hearing being postponed, that just look. I'm like the damn R. Kelly supporters. Now I got all kind of goddamn theories going on in my head. Like, why the hell? You know? I'm and I have to be honest because if this
Hey,
is,
can everybody please hit the like, share, and subscribe button, please?
if the indication about Nicole, turns out, to be of any substance, I really feel bad for her. I really feel bad for her because, first of all, it's not, and Angie can attest to this, it's not very easy for a woman. I don't give a damn. Of course, it's harder for us being of color, but it is not easy for any woman to
Gina,
go through law school to work in any environment that is a man's world. It is not an easy thing, especially if you're really smart, you know, and you really know how to do your job. It's a very difficult place to be. I feel really bad for Nicole if, you know, any of these indications are true, if she's implicated in this bribery, um, in which, many sources say she has been, and I ain't talking about no goddamn YouTube sources, y'all. I'm talking about media outlets and, uh, some things in Arline's paperwork, you know, um, points to her being indicated in this bribery. And I'm thinking, why would, because Judge Donnelly has to know that. She has to know if this is true, if Nicole is implicated in this bribery, if Nicole is the attorney that Arline was discussing, on this tap phone call. That means they done tapped her damn phone too. They've been listening to her for quite some time. Um, they know what it is they need to know. I'm sure that Greenberg has given the government all the information that he had to give. And it could be a very bad situation for her. What I'm hoping is that because she is an attorney, that they may give her some leeway. I'm hoping that they extend her some type of professional courtesy where she doesn't get indicted. Because apparently, R. Kelly got a magic stick. She got to be digmatized. She got to be. To, I just can't even imagine jeopardizing my entire career over a goddamn case of a man that I'm accused of screwing. I just can't even imagine that, you know? And then there's the implication of her having a drug problem. So I really feel bad. I really feel bad for her. If any of this stuff is true, she could be in some very serious trouble. She could lose every fucking thing that she worked for. And I just hate to see that. Because, as a woman, you work really fucking hard, you know, and you work hard any damn where, but especially in that legal field, you work hard. You work hard. And regardless of whether she was great or not so great, she's worked hard. She's worked really hard. And she ain't no motherfucking spring chicken. She ain't 60, but she ain't no goddamn spring chicken. And to lose everything that she's worked her entire life for over one goddamn case or one badass decision, I would really hate to see that happen to her. I really would. Keep the truth say, I think Nicole has been compromised. I'm sure she has been. Because, as I said in the beginning when they did the Curcio hearing, when they announced the Curcio hearing, and she was questioning Nicole, and Nicole says, no, 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 I told them this, I told them that. Well, no judge doing an investigation is just going to accept your word. How do you make a decision when there are two people involved only getting answers from one person? You can't do that. So I don't see how Judge Donnelly would not get, answers from Joycelyn and Azriel as well to see what they thought their relationship was with Nicole. Michelle Jordan says, I'm confused about the disarray of his legal team so close to trial. That has to be my biggest head scratcher. How does this happen? Well, it happens. It does happen. It doesn't happen that damn often, but it does happen. And it doesn't happen on this scale. I think that a lot of things were going on that Greenberg and Leonard felt were inappropriate, maybe even unethical, and that they were relaying these things, to the proper people, whether that be the federal government. I think they were relaying these things. Again, I could be very wrong. This is just my opinion. But it has been alleged that Nicole was involved with the bribery scheme. It's been alleged that she is the attorney that Arline is talking about, in the phone call that was wiretapped by the feds. It's been alleged that, she's been having a sexual relationship with R. Kelly. That's a problem. All of it is a problem, especially being implicated in a bribery. It's also been stated that she was giving Joycelyn and Azriel, she was acting as their attorney, or she was giving them legal advice. That's a damn problem. Azriel is a witness in this case. You can't give legal advice to the witness in the damn case and you're representing the defendant. It's all a problem. She's talking to bloggers. It's a fucking problem. It's all a problem. And people ragged on Greenberg, but the one thing that Greenberg is professional. And he may say things, in support of his client that people don't like, but Greenberg is a fucking professional. And he is not going to have his many years of work tarnished and his reputation tarnished by the shenanigans of any damn body. He definitely doesn't want to be attached to anything illegal. He doesn't want that. No attorney would want that. You're on a goddamn case, and here it is, an attorney on your team is screwing your client or trying to bribe a goddamn witness. Who the hell wants to be a part of that? I'm not losing my goddamn license for you. Star says, do you think Greenberg did the best job for him? I don't think, here's the thing. Greenberg's job doesn't really start until right before the trial. I think that he did the best that he could do with the client that he had. And I say that because, you know, what you do as an attorney is that you give your client legal advice, you mount the best defense that you can for them legally. But it is their choice. It is their choice to accept or reject that defense. You know, you're the legal expert, but it's that client's case and they run it. They run that case. So if they say to you, I don't want you to file this motion, or I want you to file this motion, you can argue with them until you're blue in the damn face. But if that's what they're adamant about and that's what they want to do, that's what you do. That's what you do. Because you work for them. You know, it's hard to explain to a client, look, filing certain motions, even though it's early in the case, filing certain motions will cause you to lose the case down the line. Because if you lose the motion, you'll lose the case. Because losing that motion can always be referred to in that case. And it's hard to get clients to understand that. Yeah, that's a motion we can file. However, these are the consequences of filing that motion if we lose it. They don't get it. You know, I think he did the best he could do with the client that he had. Had I been Greenberg, I would have been out after the Gayle King interview because they advised him not to do that interview and he did it any damn way. And it hurt him greatly. It hurt him greatly. I would have been out as his attorney at that point. I'd have been out, you know. And then he had to sit there and pretend like, oh, I think he did a great job. No, the fuck you don't. You don't think that. But that's what you have to say because you're their damn attorney. You represent them. You defend them.
I'm back, everybody.
You know, Greenberg didn't want him. They didn't want him to do that interview, but he was hell bent on doing that interview. And there are just some things he didn't even have them there. He did not even have legal representation there doing that damn interview. And I kept saying that through the interview, like, where in the hell are his attorneys? Who the fuck is letting him say this shit? I would have been out then. Because clearly you're not going to listen to me. So if you're not going to listen to me, the legal expert who is attempting to help you, then I can't help you. Because if you fight me on that, you're going to fight me on other things that are equally or more important. And I'm just not going to have that battle because I'm free. Shit. And I'm going to stay that way. But if you think you're smarter than me, if you think you know the public better than me, if you think you're such a fucking celebrity and you know, you're so goddamn egotistical that you could go on this goddamn interview and you can make people believe the unbelievable, you have at it. And I'm out. because that's what R. Kelly thought. He thought he could get on that goddamn show. He could shed them fucking crocodile tears. He could act like he was so motherfucking wounded. And people were going to sympathize with him. And they did not. It had exactly the opposite effect of what he was going for. But his attorneys knew that. He didn't listen to them. Black Girl Beauty says, I think that anyone who helped RSK commit his crime should face consequences. I think that most people in his circle were part of those crimes. And when I say a part of those crimes, I don't mean that they just enabled him. Okay? I think that he has damaging information against all of them. And I think that's why they stayed silent, because he damn sure wasn't paying their ass a bunch of money. You know? He wasn't paying them a lot of money. Hell, half of them he hardly ever even paid. So I think that he had damaging information against all of those people, and that's what kept their silence throughout the years, because you implicate me, you implicate your damn self. Because all the girls talk about how he made them have sex with other men. Well, who were these damn men? He didn't walk their ass off the street. They weren't strangers. Yeah, Keith, I can't wait for the trial to be over either. I just really want it to be over. It's just so much. It's so crazy. Yeah, I'm Queen. I remember that. And as soon as he said that, I said, oh, he should have never said that. Yeah, I think everybody that was very close in his circle were doing the same damn thing he was doing. And that's why they never said a word. You know? You either doing the girls or you doing the boys. So he had something on everybody. That's what I believe. So when you get people in a compromising situation, you can hold that over their heads. I think, look, I think blackmail was going back and forth and back all around in his camp. Every goddamn body was blackmailing each other. Sharice, I don't know. Sharice says he literally thought his time was never coming. I don't know that. I think he knew his time was coming. I think he knew. But I don't think he knew the extent of what was coming. And I think that till this day, he still believes he can outsmart every damn body, because he's a goddamn narcissist. I would have been pleading fucking guilty, you know, by reason of mental defect or whatever the fuck I had to say. I would have been throwing my goddamn self on the mercy of the fucking court, begging and pleading and asking for help. He did none of that, you know. Absolutely, Indigo. I think the tapes are trophies and blackmailed as well. He's been locked up for 2 years, and he has got to be. You know, he's in Brooklyn now. He is in a hellhole. And he's probably, you know, in protective custody. I'm pretty sure he is in protective custody, but that won't always be. So I can assure you, he's going to be rethinking every goddamn thing that he ever thought, because he is in an entirely different scenario than MCC. You know, MDC is the worst of detention centers that the feds have. It really is. It's the worst of the worst. Queen said, I wonder if there will be any young men in the case against him for sexual abuse. Oh, I don't know if there will be any minors. I don't know if there'll be any minors in the case, but there will be men. As a first child, you would have thought he'd stay away from one young. You're going to always be on the radar for. Well, that's the thing. You see, he bought his first trial. You understand? He bought that verdict. And that's the problem when you have people who go along with you, you know, and when you can buy people's silence, you tend to think that you're untouchable. He doesn't have money to buy silence now. And, you know, the government now has the power. You know, they now have what they need to get people to tell the truth. You know, you've got all these people who lied in the first trial, the first indictment, you know, and that's perjury. Not only that, you got to think about all the big, and see, this is what pisses me off. And these are the people that I think should go to prison. I think Aaliyah's mama should be under the fucking jail. I really do. I'm sorry, I was reading Dana J's comment. Dana, clearly you didn't hear April say don't mention that name over here. Don't mention that name. Just say, you know, James Earl or somebody. I read that. I forgot what I was even saying. I lost my complete train of thought. Dana J, you come over here messing with old folks. Dana, I'm going to need you to send me a link to that video that I missed when you played the tape. The first one. Oh, excuse me. See, I'm sleepy now. Dana, you know we old over here. You can't be having good ass lives while old folks are sleeping because we miss every damn thing.
Okay, everybody. We've been listening. We
Dana's
had to eat
here.
a little. Oh, Dana in here?
Dana is in here, baby. Yes.
Oh Lord, have mercy, Dana.
Dana be killing me. Dana say I
Dana
feel
unleashed
April.
the beast.
I feel April showers
What's
creeping
being
up
re?
on me.
Hey, Dana, unleash the beast. Tell me something good. Tell me something good, baby. Come on, come on.
Listen,
Tell.
I
Oh,
told
hey,
him they.
Dana, Dana. I need for you to answer a question. Who who gave you my pictures?
Oh, damn. She didn't go there, did she?
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming. I did not see that one coming. Whew. I want to sit over here and braid my hair or something.
Hold on. Keep. I'm gonna put the link in here.
He said, "What pictures, April?" Oh,
Tell
excuse
him
me,
in the
y'all. I'm
beginning.
yawning.
In the beginning.
He can
Um.
hear you, girl. He can hear you.
Oh, in the beginning, Dana. My pictures. You know when you was doing them videos um of me. Who gave you my pictures?
Oh, it's Weird Al Yankovic, and he is not aged a damn day. Damn, Weird Al. He gained a little weight, but he still looks exactly the freaking same. Oh, there go that
Dana.
fine ass boy from. That is a fine young man right there, Lord.
Dana.
I can't say her name. You trying to set me up?
I
David
ain't
said
trying
he
to set
cannot
you up.
say her name because he just said her name, and I say clearly you didn't hear April say don't say that damn
Oh,
name,
okay.
dear.
Yeah, I thought it
Yeah,
was
you
that
know who it
person.
is.
Yeah.
He can't say the
So
name,
see,
damn
see, people, this is what I want you to understand. See, when when you
Lord,
know
I'm lighting my
I was
cigarette backwards.
cursing him out and everything, and
Just say when y'all was at it, you know.
okay, when we was at it, and this is the honest to God truth, because I even told Lady Elijah this story. You know, me and Dana was having a few words, and I just looked. Something came across me because I kept saying, um, "No, somebody coaching him, somebody
She
behind."
always said that. That's the truth. She has always said that, Dana. She's
And so,
always said that, and I said, nope, he ain't no good. I don't believe nobody coaching me. Just ain't no good. She said, I'm
and,
telling you, this is not him. I'm like, girl, it's
and
him.
and that day, you know, something came over me, and that's why. Damn it! Hold on.
Yeah, some came over her and she told me she had to forgive. She said, I have to forgive him. I said, girl, no, you don't.
Yeah, I said because
Yeah,
the
she
good
did.
Lord showed me that it was not him, and somebody else was behind him.
Yeah,
And
she definitely said that to me. And y'all
and
know
I said,
me. I'm
I
gonna hold
said,
the line, baby.
I said, I always been saying that, and the good Lord confirmed it that day. That I know that wasn't all you, and so that's why I forgave you and everything. People got mad. Oh, now she talking to Dana, but see, you know, when a person asks you to forgive them and they come to you, and we were face to face, um, you know, that's what you have to do. But like I said, and I tell everybody,
Ain't April amazing? She amazing. Cause baby, let me tell you something. I be quoting Jay-Z or whoever the hell said it. God forgives. I don't. Come on.
here he
I'm
go.
gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Can I just be honest? Um, when me and Miss Darlene got to meet face to face, pretty much, I didn't go into this one told me to do it. This one told me to do it because at the end of the day, I'm grown. I did it. Um,
Exactly. Right. Right. Right.
so what I did
Oh,
was
I
I ate it.
respect that right there. Go ahead.
But,
Mhm.
I'm
but I
sorry.
but I ate it. I wasn't trying to put it off on nobody, as you see the other people trying to do. No. So that's what prompted me to put it out there of what's going on and what's going on now. Just like what I did today. Um, I don't like bullies, but I hate bullies. And pretty much the way me and Miss April fell out was it was presented to me that she's trying to screw Rob over because
Mm.
she don't have no proof, but that she a president of the fan club. And I'm just sitting back like, what the hell? So I was just like,
I,
it was just,
I wouldn't have never been able to walk in a courtroom without legal documents.
oh, so I
And
mean,
that's why I laugh at people, and I don't have to tell them, because if you don't have legal documents and stuff, when you go file something, you know,
see, I
it's
ain't
not
doing
going
my
anywhere.
but
And
I
and but like I said, and remember those text messages you used to put up, and
yeah,
I used to say, Dana, I don't need you to meet R.
right,
Kelly. I
right.
already know
That's
him.
what you
I'm
always used to
trying to
say.
help you with your march,
Yep, but that's
with
what
your
you
rally.
always used to say. Yep, and you
And
did
See,
say
so,
it.
I think what it was, Dana, people got pissed off because April refused to prove any goddamn thing to them. Like, I ain't got to prove shit to you. But you see,
well, no, I
when
was done. No, I was done because, like I said, Dana was God. Okay, Dana was God. So, couldn't nobody say anything, but Dana.
And
And
see,
so,
and see, I never
and
wanted
so,
to do like
it was like, he was God. So I said, you know what? I'm going to move in my own direction because, I ain't got to prove shit to nobody,
and
you
see,
know.
that was the thing. They wanted her to prove what she was saying, and she refused to do that.
well,
And they didn't like that at all. But you have to understand that when you're dealing with liars, they assume everybody else is lying because they
yep,
lie all the goddamn time.
yep. Can I'm gonna say this when I asked Robert, but I said, man, who's Miss April? And Robert was like, her mama, her mom. It was some kind of connection with your mama or something. I can't remember everything he said, and I'm not gonna make up nothing. But it was some kind of connection with your mama. But he was like, "Is she okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Yo, if something happened, let me know." I said, "All right, cool." But that's all he said. So,
Yeah,
but they was too busy cracking on my pants. I will never wear them pants to Chicago ever again.
yeah. And like I said, the movement could have been a big movement. We could have just been stepping in the name of
Hey,
love for
GA
him,
girl.
not attacking people, just saying we support him. We walking or stepping in the name of love for him, and that would have got us more attention. Not attacking people, not blaming anybody, just saying we support him.
But
You
you got to
know,
realize
and
this.
so
But you know,
nobody, nobody, everybody went off and did their own thing. And of course, I supported everybody in anything they did. I sent you the video,
right,
when I was in my walker and I was still telling people to go to your rally. I
right.
couldn't make it, but I was still telling people, you know, c-
But
um,
you know, at the second rally, and uh, once I get my channel that was struck by the R. Kelly, the fake Team Kellz people. Once I get that back, I'm gonna I'm gonna put that back up. Um, but at the second rally, a lady's son was falsely accused, and he was in an Arizona federal penitentiary. I meant federal jail out of Arizona, and and I prayed with her and everything was like so sufficient there, but but she emailed me about a month and a half ago and told me that her son came home, but they end up, but the feds end up losing the case out in Arizona because they couldn't prove anything, and now her son is back on track. And I was like, that's what's up. But that's all I wanted. I just wanted to reach one person.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, stepping in the name of love, or just, you know, just showing that would have got more attention than, you know, trying to blame people, attack people, and everything. But you know, I wanted to walk the streets for him. It is what it is. And
Yeah, you know, and you know, it's ain't no use of crying over spilled milk. It's a shame because, you know, God, it's just a shame. It's been 2 years. You all could have had a really positive movement. And you know, Dana, I used to, and I told April this long ago. I used to try to tone you down on Twitter.
I know, because you cussed me out on Twitter.
I didn't curse you out.
You
I
sure?
never cursed you out.
You
Did
sure?
I? Did I?
Yes, you did.
I cursed
he,
you out? Why?
I didn't even know. I didn't even know people was on Twitter. I didn't even know
Because
none of this stuff.
I never cursed on social media.
Now, what happened was I was cussing people out left and right, and you was
You
like,
were cursing people out, and I said no. I didn't curse you. I
and you
said to you.
told
I
me,
said
tone
you.
that damn rhetoric down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I probably did do that. Yeah. You're right. That was me.
He said,
But
tone that goddamn rhetoric. You said, tone that damn rhetoric down. That's what you said.
and
was
I would say to you, I said, you know, and I said to you, I think the very first message I sent to you on Twitter, I said to you, I said, this is not a good look for Rob. I said, you are doing exactly what they're accusing him of.
right.
And I told April, I said, the thing is, you know, I didn't like your style. But I told April, I said, I don't give a damn. Dana never disrespected me.
Mm-mm.
And you would say, you know, people are coming at me, so I'm just supposed to let people come at me, and I'm not supposed to. You know, you was wild on the Twitter streets, baby. You know you was wild, baby.
Hey
Yeah,
Dana,
And
I
I
was
said,
in
you know,
defense of
I'm just
Robert
gonna have
why
Kelly.
to
did you?
sit back. I'm just
Um,
gonna have to sit back and watch this because this baby ain't hearing nothing.
Up until I ran into Robert Kelly, and Robert, and Robert Kelly, his
hey
whole crew
Dana,
had me snatched
Dana,
off of Twitter.
Dana.
And
Yes,
see,
ma'am.
she was April was never
Why
on
did you make
Twitter.
that video?
Which one?
The one where you said you was, you know, my sagging titties, and this was
Oh,
a
oh,
LLC company and all of that.
yeah, because you
Why
said
did
you
you?
gonna shoot me in my good foot.
Huh?
Oh, you called it on Tyson and was like, that dirty ass Dana, fuck him. I'm
Yeah,
gonna shoot him in his
yeah.
goddamn good foot. I said, oh, no, she
No, I
didn't.
called you a dirt. I said you was a dirty son of a gun and everything else. Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
no, so you ain't say son of a gun now.
No, you know,
You ain't
I'm
say son
trying
of
to
a
get
gun.
back to the. Yeah,
Right. She
I
trying
called
not
you
to curse
everything.
tonight.
Yeah, I called
Right,
you everything but a child of God.
right. So
Yeah,
I said, oh, she won't go there. Okay, I got it. And
yeah.
then that's when uh Big Er was like, so what are you up to, Dana? And I was like, no, don't worry about it, but I'm going live. And I went live, and then I gave a rebuttal. But hey,
Okay.
those were the days.
Yeah, I mean that's, you know, it was just questions that I wanted to
Oh
ask,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Yeah,
and
but
yeah,
that's one thing about me. I stand in everything I do.
There it is. That's what I'm
But I stand
talking
in
about.
everything I do. And if I didn't do it, I'm gonna tell you I ain't do it.
well, I'm gonna say this. I think a lot of people just have the wrong people in their
Yeah.
ears,
Well,
and
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
listen to these people. See,
I'm
I
gonna say
always
this.
kept my eye on the prize, And I said I wasn't getting ready to argue with people. And the reason, I called you them things, because I'm like, well, damn, I'm trying to reach out to this nigga. Uh, and I'm telling him, you know, I didn't need you to meet Rob. I wasn't trying to get in touch with you for that. I was trying to get in touch with you to help you with your rally.
But I
And you
see,
never responded.
but I
And I
see
said, well,
that was after the first rally, and I'm gonna tell you that's when all hell broke loose. That's when uh uh bigger, bigger of the one that eat cheeseburgers with all the grease that come down the arm. Um,
Hmm.
she sold a story to Tracy Viewpoint, and again, it was a story dogging me, and she was
Oh,
telling
I
me
had
that,
forgot about Tracy's viewpoint.
yeah,
I remember that, y'all.
yeah,
yeah.
and she sold a story to me. I mean, about me, and she was telling me that it was another young lady when it was actually her. So,
Wow.
so I went after the other young lady, and I said some very, very, very
Yes, you did,
nasty
baby.
things,
Yes, you
nasty
did.
things.
Ooh, you could be nasty.
Yeah,
Can nobody be nasty than you, Dana? Nobody.
yeah.
I just tell
And
him, Just Jazz found,
now,
I
now,
mean, Just Trash
now,
found out, and tonight, just how low I can go. But
yeah.
Wait, I missed another one tonight.
oh yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
somebody
God damn
dead
it,
brother
you.
never died.
Dana, you
Huh?
got to send that to me.
Is
I
it
sent.
private now?
Of course.
I had to make it private because they're gonna try to strike me.
God damn
But
it, now, who? Because I'm sitting back. I'm loving this.
they
You
trying to
was
get me off
God.
of YouTube.
Didn't nobody. You was God. Couldn't nobody say nothing. Since you was God, you know. Uh, 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 well,
Yeah, she
Dana
talk about
said,
that every day. She was like, I'm
yeah,
loving this shit.
yeah.
They done
And so,
unleashed the beast.
yeah, since you was God, couldn't nobody uh, say nothing about you. You know, um, couldn't nobody say, well, he might be wrong about some things. Um, no, Rashonda ain't testifying. Oh, okay, okay. And
Dana
that's when I was
said,
done.
I'm like, oh, these
Yeah,
people
I
Dana
crazy.
said,
see.
yeah.
See,
And
I'm gonna
so
tell you,
since
I
you,
still stand firm with that though.
Dana, stop. Cut
I
it out.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I
Dana,
I still
how can you wait? How
I'm
can
telling
you
you.
no, please let me ask my question.
Yes, man.
How can you stand firm with that when the government has stood in front of the judge and stated, we have her statement. She is cooperating. We have statements from her
Amen.
parents. We also have corroborating statements for her and her parents with other witnesses. How can you stand firm in that? Because you do know, contrary to dumbass popular opinion, you do know that the federal government cannot stand in front of a judge and tell them that they have something that they don't. This is not a state case, baby. Careers are ruined for that shit.
You
Ain't
want me
no goddamn prosecutor, federal prosecutor, standing in front of the judge telling them they got some shit they don't have.
okay, you want me to answer that?
Go
Wait,
right
hold on,
ahead.
hold on.
But I'm gonna give you two reasons why I say I stand firm that that's not true. Because one, um, but the federal government said a whole lot of stuff, and they have failed to produce stuff they was asked to produce.
That's not true.
No, no,
It
I was there at court.
Dana,
Listen, listen,
absolutely
listen,
not true.
listen, listen. I was there at court, so I heard what actually happened because I was there at court. The second thing is when Rashana and her family came out and said that they are suing the federal government for lying on them. That's what made me say, okay, if they gonna go this far and say that, somebody lying.
Dana, how long ago did they say that? And
Right after the federal
and
government put that out there,
and you know what?
but they went and got a lawyer and came public.
No, no. See, that's no, because I know that very well. No, that's not. In the very beginning, the attorney, they said nothing about suing. The attorney came out and said it was not true. That is what the attorney said. I'm going to actually look that up
Yeah,
and have
and
it
the family was
tomorrow.
right, and the
The
family was
attorney
seeking
said it was not true. Never heard another word after that.
right. And
They,
no, you did have it, or they did come back and say something else when they were saying that they are going to pursue. I think they said something like a $4 million judgment or something. That's when it went quiet after that time.
sign that. Never heard it. Never heard
Okay,
it.
okay.
That was
I'm gonna jump on
that
it.
was chatter on the YouTube streets. Never saw it. Never saw it in the media. That was something said on social media
No,
streets.
no, and no. Actually, it was a publication, and it was a video with it. But I'm gonna go look for it. But I'm gonna look for it tomorrow. And
And
and as far as the other links, I sent them to Miss April,
okay, she'll send them
and
to me. Okay,
I told her to send them to you.
yeah, she'll send them to me. Okay, the thing is, she has testified. She has testified under oath to the federal government. She's done that. That's already been done.
Well, that's something that none of us
So
really know.
the thing, yes, we do know it. Yes, we do know it.
Okay.
Because the prosecution has stated so. Yes, we do know it.
So because they stated
Dana,
it, but I mean it's
Dana,
facts.
yes, yes. And
Ooh,
this is what I
ooh,
cannot get you people to understand.
ooh.
Absolutely positively. Do you know how many people go through the evidence and statements and corroborate what the goddamn government says before they can say it? You all act like federal prosecutors just walk in court and talk out their ass. They don't.
But I'm gonna say this. I know federal
She has
prosecutors.
testified, Dana.
Let's just say let's
She
agree
has
to disagree right
testified.
now.
No, we're not going to agree to disagree because the fact is they have her sworn testimony. They
Okay.
have her parents' sworn testimony. Now, she don't have to show up in court and testify. She's been deposed. They have her sworn testimony.
Well, the thing is,
And not only do they have her sworn testimony, so does the goddamn defense.
all right, watch this. Let's play devil's advocate,
It
Miss
was
Lady L.
in the goddamn discovery.
Uh, okay, check it. Let's play
It
devil's
was
advocate.
in the discovery.
Listen.
So if it was in the discovery,
See, you don't want
how?
me to talk. You don't want me to talk.
No, I'm gonna let you talk. If they have her sworn statement, if the prosecution and the defense have her sworn statement, how is she not testifying?
But I haven't seen it in the paperwork. I've read everything. Have everything. And I'm about to start reading it again starting tomorrow.
You don't have to read all the paperwork. Just read what's listed in the discovery. It is there.
I do.
It is
I
there.
see that in the discovery.
It's there.
But I'm gonna say this. Let's play devil's advocate. Let's say that Rashana did do that, right? Let's say Shona did do that. Let's say Greg did do that. They
She
still
didn't
got to
have
show
it.
up.
She didn't have. They no. That's
You're
where
not
you're
listening to
wrong.
me.
They don't
Listen to
have
me.
to show up. Go
Listen,
ahead.
they still have to show up because Robert have a right to face his accusers.
They do not have to show up.
So how first? Well, if they don't show up and they try to use something like that, that can be thrown out because under under his
Oh
First
my
Amendment and his
God.
Third Amendment,
No,
he has a
Dana,
right to face his
Dana,
accusers.
Dana, Dana, Dana.
I'm listening. Because if that's the case, then
Her
that means
sworn statement under oath deposed.
that's still an accuser. And he have a right to face his accusers.
Dana, do you know what that means? See, you all
Yes.
say this shit. No, you don't.
Okay.
You don't know what it means.
Well, break it
What
down,
that
Lady
the
L.
right to face your accuser means you have the right to question their testimony.
Exactly.
That's what that means.
Exactly.
You have a right to question their testimony. That
Exactly.
doesn't mean you got the right to sit there and look at their ass.
No.
It means you have the right to question their testimony.
Right. And if they're not there, how can you question their testimony?
Because it's an affidavit. It's a statement. You can question a damn statement. Why can't you? I
How
bet
can
her
they
damn
respond?
parents are going to be there.
How can they respond?
I bet her parents will be there.
Paper can't respond. A human can.
Listen, the thing is,
So how can you question a testimony if the person that gave it is not there and the
you
prosecutor
can
gives it?
question the testimony. You can absolutely question the testimony.
But
You
they
can
have to be
absolutely
there.
question the testimony. They don't have to be there, Dana.
Okay. So I
They
think
do not have to be there. You know why she doesn't have to be there? Because the tapes are there.
listen,
The tapes are there.
really.
If she says, that's me, God damn it. That's me.
So I'm gonna say this.
That's me in the tape. That's him in the tapes. Here's 3 tapes. That's me. That's him.
So is that what you believe?
I swore under oath.
Okay.
It's me. It's him.
But I think this is what I think. Because none of us really know what really happened there. I think everybody just need to just
I'm sorry.
just
None of us really know what really happened where.
with the Rashona testifying, if she did, if she didn't, don't none of us know.
No, no, no. Don't say none of us.
Don't
Say
none of us.
you don't believe it. No, I know.
So you was there, Lady L?
I know. So don't tell me what I don't know, because
So
you
Lady
don't know
L,
it.
was you there in the
Don't
courtroom
tell
when
me what
Rashonda
I
said
don't know, because you don't know it.
it?
Don't do that. I'm
You
not
know I
one
don't
of
mess
your
with you, right?
fucking minions.
You know I don't mess
Okay?
with you, right?
Don't do that, because please don't mess with child. Don't mess with me. Dana. Dana. You
You know I
get
don't mess
ready
with
to
you, right?
get it. You were getting ready to get it. You was getting ready to get it. Look, don't get my blood. You know I'm out. Don't you get my blood pressure up, Dana.
Look.
No,
I think you
listen.
need to go take
Seriously
your blood
though.
pressure medicine because your blood pressure about to shoot through the roof.
Woo, baby. We was getting ready to go. No, she has testified. She will testify. She will be there. She'll be there.
Okay.
She's testified. She's gonna be there. She don't have a choice, Dana. They don't have a choice. It's not like the feds come and get you and say, would you please testify? You know what they say? Here's what we got.
And
Here
you know
are
what?
all the witnesses. No, let me finish.
What?
Here are all the witness testimony. Here are all of the bank receipts of him giving you money. Here is the title and all of the paperwork where he transferred over the truck. This is what we have. These are your pictures from 8th grade. Okay? These are your school pictures, and this is you in this tape. And you lied in the first trial.
Listen.
Now, you're either going to tell the goddamn truth or your mama and daddy going to jail because they lied too.
Well, first
you don't have a choice.
Listen.
And you don't have a choice.
And you cannot persecute somebody's parents for what somebody else has done. That's the first thing.
Wait a minute. Hold on. What are you talking about? Her daddy went in there and watched that damn tape and said that ain't my daughter. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well,
he watched that tape and said that is not my daughter.
Look. Let's do this on the April showers. How about we set up Lady L versus Dana J and R. Kelly debate?
Dana, you ain't never gonna get me. I ain't stupid or slow.
Let's set it up.
I ain't stupid or slow. I told you we're never gonna do that. It's not going to happen, Dana. There's something going on with my sound. Is that your sound? Wait a minute. Are you there, Dana?
Yeah, man.
Okay, I can hear you now. That must have been my sound because when I reconnected my headphones, you were good. I was getting a lot of static. We're not going to set it up. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because, see, you want to debate opinion with facts, and I don't do that.
No.
It's not going, Dana, never going to happen. I hope you enjoyed this little bit because that's all you're going to get. Nah, see, I'm back to not hearing you again. No, Dana, that's your sound. Yeah, that's your sound. Because I'm hearing you move something and it's staticky. Dana, are you there? April, are you there? Okay, Dana just left. April, where are you? April.
I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, it's almost 10. I think it's time we wrap this up.
Yeah, I wasn't even able to hear what y'all was talking about because dealing with these kids right now.
Okay, we were talking about. He was talking about, Rashana didn't go. She didn't testify. That's all bullshit.
The link is in
She
the chat if
testified.
anybody else wants to come on.
No, I'm getting. I thought we should get ready to end. It's damn near 10 o'clock. I need my dinner.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we all late. Okay.
It's almost 10 o'clock. Look, Dana trying to do the bait and switch on me.
What was the bait and switch?
We were talking about Rashana, and he was like, okay, let's do this. Let's set it up. Let's do it. It ain't never going to happen. I done told him that before. Then he tried to get my blood pressure up. And it was going, girl. We was just, girl, it was fun. It was fun. That's all I can say. It was fun.
Yeah. Like I say, I ain't got no issues with Dana. I forgave him. That's in the past. I just wanted to ask him those few questions.
And you got your answers, and there it is.
Just to ask him. And, it is what it is. Like I say, you believe in the paperwork. I say wait until what? Pre-trial conference. They might have 50, 60. And we don't know what might get thrown out. So it's a wait and see game for me. Yeah.
Yeah, because when those pre-trial conference, and that's another thing. If trial is supposed to be April the 11th, when the hell is pre-trial conference going to be? Because I don't think this trial, at this point, I don't think this trial is going to happen August 11th.
Yeah.
I really don't, because they haven't scheduled a pre-trial conference, and they have to have time, for motions and answers and arguments. So I'm not understanding, how they're going to do that less than 6 weeks away from the trial date. And they still haven't set pre-trial conference. Not only have they not set pre-trial conference, Judge Donnelly hasn't made a decision on who the hell going to be his damn attorneys. We still haven't gotten, the remainder of the Curcio hearing.
Yeah. And they changed that day, so we don't even know because doesn't don't they have to rule on who's going to be his attorney, right?
Yeah, that's the Curcio hearing. Yeah.
Okay. So we have no
No, Diva
information from that,
Divine,
right?
Diva Divine. They rescheduled that. They canceled the June 30th Curcio hearing, and they said they would reschedule it at a later date. Yeah, they changed it, Diva Divine. They canceled
Yeah.
it, and they said it would be rescheduled at a later date.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that, that's what I'm saying. We still don't have,
Right. So,
the
with them changing the date,
right, because it's
yeah,
gonna be July in 2 days.
with
So
them changing, is it? With them changing the dates, is it? Is it? Is it him? I see. Hey, they changed the date, and then Richard Arline, you know um his sentencing thing, um that didn't happen on June 10th, and so I
June
feel like
9th.
something is
His
brewing. I
absolutely,
don't know what it is.
absolutely, absolutely. Because Richard Arline's sentencing date was scheduled for June 9th. That didn't
Look
happen.
at what you just did.
Um, Robert Keller says, I'm thinking having the trial in August will create an appellate issue. I don't know. I mean, we don't know. And we can't say that because again, we don't have a ruling in the Curcio hearing. Because
Yeah.
his attorney stood there and said they were ready, that that getting Greenberg and Leonard off the case would not delay the trial. That's what they said. And now they have a new attorney who's filed an appearance on the case, but they stood there and they told Judge Donnelly in that first hearing, in the Curcio hearing, that this would not delay the trial. They were ready to go to trial in August. And Judge Donnelly's response was she was glad to hear it because under no circumstances was she going to adjourn the trial. And that was Farinella who said that. He said they were ready to go. It was not going to change a thing. There will be no delay. They were ready to go to trial. So I don't know. I don't know.
Like
Because
I
the thing
say,
is, he's
this
been
is
in
like
jail for 2 years. They got to get this trial underway. They have to get this trial underway. But again,
hey Diva Divine.
we've got no judgment in the Curcio hearing. So we don't even know who the hell his attorneys are going to be. David Devine said they already sent out questionnaire. You talking about to the jurors? No, the jury questionnaires are supposed to go out on the 9th, weren't they? August 9th.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. But a disobedient child, they shorten their days.
Again, I don't see how it could be an appellate issue when that's the date that they agreed upon, unless, Nicole and
See, Robert, RK, that's what I was thinking too. That's what
what?
I was telling Lady Alicia.
What?
It it would create an appellate issue.
I don't see how it would create. How would it create an appellate issue? I don't see how. They stood there. They said they were ready. He said who he wanted to be his attorneys. If they continue to be his attorneys, what is the issue? They agreed upon this date months ago. They agreed
Hey,
on this
Phoenix
date
Rising, I agree with you.
months ago.
Okay.
No, the
Yeah.
tapes aren't going to be thrown out because of chain of custody. Don't believe that. Don't believe that. Don't believe that.
Well, at this point, as Kell's world turns, I don't know what to believe at this point, because every day is
Tapes
something
aren't
new,
going to
or
be thrown
every
out.
other day. Huh?
She said, don't forget these tapes are subject to be thrown out because of chain of custody. Don't listen to people on YouTube. That's not going to happen. The tapes are not going to be thrown out.
Well, we'll wait and see, because we don't know. Pre-trial conference. Yeah. Oh, Diva Divine, they've already sent out the juror questionnaires.
The questionnaires are supposed to go out on August 9th.
Yeah.
Questionnaires are to go out on August 9th, and the trial is supposed to begin on August 11th.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Diva Divine, you about right. We gotta trust the process.
Yeah.
Cause like I say, the way this is going, woo wee, this is better
Oh,
than
yeah.
General
Yeah, Robert.
Hospital.
Yes, Robert. Yes. Okay, you're saying if Nicole is removed. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Cause we don't know
Well,
what's gonna
listen,
happen with
if
that.
Nicole is
Because
removed, that's not going to create an appellate issue if she's removed. If she's not removed, that could create, a scenario for appeal because she's indicated in a bribery scheme. She's indicated in giving one of his victims legal advice. Her being removed won't create the issue. Her staying on will create the issue.
and I sure hope that all of this stuff was lies about Nicole and stuff.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me
I
too,
really
because
do.
I really hate to see her lose her career over this dumb
Yeah.
shit. This is so stupid.
Yeah. I pray that all of this is false, and we will find out.
Okay,
and
Diva
we-
Divine, my mistake. My mistake, girl. Don't be hollering up in my chat. Okay.
Oh, he said pre-trial conference is 8/2, but I didn't
It's
see that
when?
on paper.
Pre-trial
He said
conference is when?
it's August the 2nd.
Yeah, that's not in
Six-
Pacer. Did they just put that in Pacer? Because I checked it 4 times today.
Yeah, and I check it hell, maybe 10 times a day. Hell, maybe every hour.
When did they set the pre-trial conference, Robert? Because I've been in Pacer like 4 times. Went in there right before we came on. I saw nothing about pre-trial conference. Wait a minute. I did go on R. Kelly's because we were looking for, yeah. Saw nothing about the pre-trial conference. There was still no rescheduled date for the Curcio hearing. Maybe I didn't look back
you
far
know
enough.
what?
I don't know.
Diva Divine, I used to type in all caps, and I didn't know that meant yelling. So, honey, I feel you, and I know it's no disrespect. We just teasing with you.
Girl,
Well, we
okay, I'm sorry, Diva. I talk a bunch of
hey,
shit over
Diva,
here,
you'll
baby.
find out.
Diva.
we too older ladies. That kind of stuff don't
Baby,
bother me.
no disrespect to you. I'm just talking shit. That's what I do.
Yeah,
I'm just talking shit, girl. I know you don't mean no disrespect.
yeah. I
I
used
just
to
be
do the
talking
same thing.
shit.
Hey, I didn't know all of the codes. You know, when you got on, I didn't know nothing about the emojis and all the. I didn't know all of these damn
Steve
rules. Shit.
Divine says
But
Judge Ann might keep her on and
all
let
I
go of
know
Greenberg
is,
and Leonard. She
what I
might,
do
but
know is they done made a go get along,
oh Lord, here we go.
scheming, scamming,
Your
deceiving
ass been over there drinking
YouTube,
Fireball while you was listening. Huh? Yep, I can
YouTube
tell.
gang. The get along gang. Hey Trevin, how you doing, Trevin?
She been in that
Yeah,
Fireball, y'all.
yeah. Hey, I can't wait to pretrial conference. They, they say he got all of these charges. This might get thrown out. This might get thrown out, and we'll be on the ball. I hope all the stuff is not true about Nicole that they're saying. We have to wait and see. Woman power, and this is April Showers, and I'm out. Lady Alicia, you got anything to say?
Wait a minute, now you out?
Oh no! Oh wait a minute! I don't have to be out. Wait a minute! How
She
many
said I'm
fireballs I got?
out. I'm like, right. I told you she been in them Fireballs. I can always tell she all quiet and shit. Then come back talking some shit about a damn go along, get along game. Yeah. How many Fireballs you had while you
Wait
were
a minute!
sitting
Look!
in silence?
Look what Robert Keller say.
Pre-trial conference date was entered on 6/9. Really? How the hell did I miss that?
Yeah, I'm here. Wait a minute. Look,
How in the hell did I miss that?
Yeah.
this one. I heard.
Hey Trevin, how you been doing?
Oh, wait a minute. You said 8. Okay. That's August. Okay. Okay, good. That's still not a lot of time. So they must gonna do it all that day.
Is it still raining?
So they're gonna wait a minute. Damn, New York is something else. So they're gonna hear and rule on everything that day. They have to. Well, because the trial is scheduled for August 11th. So if they she out because she low on fireballs.
Oh no! Hey Robert. Oh no! We good over here.
She ain't low on fireball, baby. I can tell you that.
You got
I
that
knew when
right.
she came back talking, I knew just as good she had been sitting back there drinking fireballs.
Uh-huh.
Like,
I
really?
love this fireball, but I don't need fireball to give me no false courage. Now, don't get it twisted. Now,
Oh no, nobody's talking about your courage. It's just the way you talk when yeah, you sound different
oh okay.
because you
Because
say the same shit
liquor
all the
don't give
time.
me
No,
false.
you sound, you have a different type of sound.
Okay, all right. Don't get
No,
it twisted. Now,
we know
okay,
you all the damn time.
okay.
Don't get into it, man. I'm trying to come on my Facebook.
Yeah, you have a different sound, baby. You really do.
Okay, so wait
Let
a
me go
minute.
in the chat.
No, I need you to go into Pacer. Um, wait a minute, hold on. They say pre-trial conference.
It's
See,
August the 2nd. He said it was entered on 6/9. I did not see that.
okay.
Okay, that's
Now, but
great.
we still have to get the ruling right on the lawyers. Am I correct? We
Yes.
still have. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
She still has to, reschedule the Curcio hearing.
Right. Wow.
I look, girl, look, this case so crazy. I don't know what the hell might happen. They might bring his ass in there with the appointed attorney and the new attorney and dude, what's his name? Uh, what's his name? Farinella. I don't know. Shit.
No, honey. I'm waiting on him to come in there with Tom Mesereau.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Honey, with
I
this, we
cannot
never
believe
know.
myself. Robert, I've been in Pacer at least 5 times today, and I did not see that. And I done been
I'm
all
doing
back. I
well,
done been in
Trevor.
Arline's case.
Yeah, but don't you guys find it a little strange
Trevin,
that
wait, wait a minute. Trevin is here. Hello, Trevin. I have a question that I need to ask you. Is that the same Trevin?
uh-huh. Trevor, you still here? Are you still here, Trevor?
Okay. I had a question. Was it you? I don't think that was him that made the video. I don't think that was him. That might have been somebody else. Wait a minute.
No, Trevor don't do that kind of dirty, underhanded shit.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you said did he make a video?
Yeah, I think I may have gotten the names incorrect.
This is
I'm so
Trevor. Yeah,
okay.
not that.
Who made the video? Wasn't that Trevin who made the video referencing Sharon Winbush?
No, that was Trent.
Trent, I'm so sorry, Trevin. I said it was you. My apologies. My
Yeah,
apologies.
yeah.
It
And
was
I'm gonna get in
Trent.
touch with Trent and see if we can get
Get it?
Trent.
Yeah, you get in touch with Trent. Because I need to
Yeah,
ask Trent a question or two.
yeah.
Hmm.
Uh huh.
I only need to ask him one question, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys,
Yeah.
it was not Trevin, it was Trent. I got the names mixed up. I apologize. It was Trent who made the video regarding Sharon Winbush going to jail for identity fraud. Mm. Yeah, I got to ask
Yeah.
about that.
Hold on, hold on. Let me send him a message right now. Hold on.
Wait a minute. Phoenix Rising. I ain't heard that in so long. Batting shit up a dark alley. Girl, my father used to say that. I ain't heard that since I was a kid. Oh my goodness. My apologies, Trevin. My apologies. My apologies. I stand corrected. I've told everyone it was not you. It was not Trevin, guys. It was Trent. My apologies. It's a damn good thing I don't go on nobody else's platform. Because that's exactly how lies get out. Uniquely made. Hello. Rocking with the truth. Look, April can't stay away from them fireballs. We might have to end this. April is enjoying herself. April is out of town, guys. April been out of town. April's out of town, living her best life, okay? I'm not mad at her. Not at all. So I think in light of April,
Okay.
you know what,
And
we're gonna let you get back to your fireballs. We're gonna end the live. It's after 10.
okay, and then
I have
yeah,
not
I'm gonna
had my
get with
dinner.
Trick, send him a message.
Send
Hey,
her a
unique.
message.
Hey, unique. Damn, you should have been here earlier. You were supposed to sell fish dinners and lap dances.
Oh my goodness, no. Not
Yes.
wait a minute. Fish dinners and lap dance, that don't even go together.
Well, I know, but that you know that's her thing. Cause she's over there in the UK. You know that's what they do.
Oh, they do
Uh
fish
huh.
dinners and lap dances. Lord
Mm,
have
yeah.
mercy.
Uh huh.
I'm gonna start that here in the US. Fish
Hey,
dinners and lap dance. Wait a minute, what kind of
yeah.
fish?
Wait a minute, cause they say that that's what it smells like. Fish.
Girl, nope, it's time to go. Okay, guys, thank you all for coming. I appreciate you, Dana. Thank you so much for jumping on the panel. I
Yeah.
appreciate everybody in the
Yeah.
chat. I
Can
want to thank you
everybody
all
hit
for coming.
the
But you
like,
know
share,
what?
and
It's
subscribe
time
button?
for April to go. Cause she getting a little,
No,
She
but
got to go. Girl, stop talking.
I'm a comedian.
Stop
All
talking, girl.
right, y'all.
That ain't
Peace
funny.
out.
Thank you guys,
Um,
Lady Leisure. I'm out.
I'm out.